are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Brooklyn Barons. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win?
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down now, it's White, and he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They defer to White out of the shotgun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ryan Poole on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. First down, here's White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
A 22-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Barons nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Open man is Myers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
That's caught left side, Myers with it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Carrier Carlos Dunlap on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion, it would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation is very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's it.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's got to feel grateful at this point the defense was able to get the turnover and get the ball back because he threw the interception last time. Could be a 2-score deficit right now. Instead, still 1 score.
Grateful, relieved. Now he gets to turn to his offense and say, look at the gift we got from our team.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They run. It's Gurley. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take them to 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
You know, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call a move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Herring. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
16 yards. And the Patriot 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jordan.
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, That's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0.
Barons, nothing.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
32-yard line.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Patriots 9, Barons nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Faking the give, Darnold. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now it's Gurley. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
McCrane on for the field goal. A 25.
McCrane's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3.
9. Barons 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And along with the rest of his offense, here comes Jordan Reed now. He's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season, but you read the local paper this morning. There was no talk of that mark. They interviewed him, and he wasn't talking about 1,000 yards. The old cliche focused on this game. If he has a big one, might be able to get the win and the 1,000 yards.
Seems like he just wants to let it come to him.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Quinton Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
On the draw, it's White. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubtly believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. To throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a Patriot 1st down.
They go right back to White here on 1st down.
James White, the ball carrier.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Going on the ground, it's White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
Aaron's 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 21-yard line.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Down to the 25.
Todd Gurley, the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Gurley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable. Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Mullins pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
He completes it right side to White. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
New England.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that's going to up the lead to 15 to 10.
15. Aaron's 10.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And there's the total for the season. Of course, every runner wants to hit that 1,000-yard mark. He's going to need to turn up production a little bit if he wants to do just that.
And I think he'll get a lot of help because teammates want players to get to milestones. And 1,000 yards for any running back in the NFL, that's a milestone. And it reflects positively on the team, too, as well, when a person reaches that threshold. So he's not just out there running by himself. He'll get plenty of escorts, and I think guys will do a little extra blocking for him in this one.
And I'm guessing he knows what he needs to get to reach 1,000.
Any runner that tells you that he doesn't
is lying.
Yes.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now it's Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Darnold escapes the sack. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Auden Tate, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. Meanwhile, it was Nick Mullins with a strong first half throwing the football. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
Darnold on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Here's Darnold. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves...
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
McCrane on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Patriots ready to get the football back. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw is Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a Patriot 1st down.
They'll run with White. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. at the 41-yard line.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw to Michel on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now White lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Dante Hightower on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
it's now 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They got the lead last time, had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And 10.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
And a gain there of 11 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
47-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So the Patriots coming out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 11.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
25 all.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Take over. First down and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Now this offensive unit, ready to see what they can do here.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times, and there are many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Airing one out for Crowder. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35.
On 2nd down now. It's White. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Cool on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like all-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down, here's White. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is White on the screen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
Mullins pass. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
At their own 26 yards.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Gurley.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam on, boy, then you get real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
40-yard line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2.
Back to throw, Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Darnold down to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down. Now Bell. And he'll to be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
Here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. McCray able to knock this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Patriots 25.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made by Herring. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So the Patriots now down by 10, 2:16 to play. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a
gain of 32 that time.
Patriots.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They got 29 yards that time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Blesson Austin. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Got a man open, that's Harry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.